Hello, everybody. So this week, I read Jane the Virgin and Off the Boat, I believe it was called. And we're supposed to talk about antagonists and how they propel the story, which is fine. But I just want to say about the Jane the Virgin script. And I was telling Matt this. Man, that thing rocks. That there is so much packed into that pilot episode, and so many twists and so many turns, and I didn't feel that the writer cheated at all with the characters. There's a ton of characters in that script, and they're all so formed and full of life. Well done. I mean, I know nothing about that show, but after reading that script, no, it's like every one of these scripts I read, I'm dying to get into it. So anyway, I just wanted to add that if I can do that in Crisis, I'm going to be thrilled if I can go through and make it hum as quickly as that did. But that being said, as far as antagonists go, in Jane the Virgin, there's so many antagonists, but I guess I would say her main antagonist would have to be now the name's escaping me now, but the wife of Ronaldo, I believe it is. The the woman who was supposed to be pregnant, but spoiler alert, Jane gets pregnant from being inseminated. She's so conniving. She's the antagonist of a lot of characters in the script, which I think is interesting. And the thing that makes it even more interesting is that she's not in it constantly. I found that interesting too. Just knowing that she's out there and being introduced to her, and that she exists. She doesn't have to be in every scene to propel the story as an antagonist. So, like I said, I'm really impressed with that script. I've got to find where I can watch that series. I hope it continues. The engine continues as well as it does in the pilot when you read it. I don't know how they could keep that up, but it's so well done. Anyway, okay, I'm going on. I'm gushing. Off the boat. The antagonist there, now that's a tough one too. I mean, you could say that it is Orlando itself, the city, because where the family moves, because it kind of battles them at every turn as they try to assimilate. Or you could take it a little bit further and go into Eddie's story, who was kind of our perspective into the universe there. And you could refer to the cultural differences that he has with the kids at school, and especially the one kid that he stands up for and gets in a fight with, and at the microwave, which I thought was a pretty interesting scene. But as far as antagonists go, I'm going to go with the city of Orlando itself, and the cultural differences that the family has to face. How does this affect my writing with Crisis? Again, it's so hard for me because the antagonist in Crisis, there's each character has their own antagonist, I guess, to a smaller degree. But it's this big secret cabal is the main antagonist that I haven't really been able to really get into yet in the pilot. And that's something, again, that Matt and I talked about recently. I know where I want to go with it. I know what the antagonist is, but again, I'm kind of only showing it on the periphery, edges of the story right now. But I think I have to really get into it in the rewrite. So that's where I'm at. Really enjoyed the scripts this week.